Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following this series, we've already uncovered some incredible insights from Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money. In Chapter 1, we explored how personal experiences shape financial decisions, and in Chapter 2, we dived into the unpredictable forces of luck and risk. Today, we're breaking down Chapter 3, Never Enough. This chapter is all about the dangers of insatiable ambition, the importance of knowing when to stop, and why chasing more can sometimes lead to losing everything. So, settle in as we explore the psychology behind greed, contentment, and the delicate balance between ambition and satisfaction. Introduction to Chapter 3, Never Enough. In Chapter 3, Housel highlights a profound truth. There's a point where having more stops adding to your happiness and starts creating problems. The problem isn't ambition, it's unchecked ambition. When we're constantly chasing the next milestone, the next zero in our bank account, or the next level of success, we risk losing sight of what truly matters. This chapter challenges us to reflect on our goals and ask, how much is enough? And more importantly, what are we willing to sacrifice to get there? Core concepts from Chapter 3. This chapter revolves around three key ideas that help us understand the concept of enough and why it's essential to recognize it. 1. The danger of moving the goalpost. Housel argues that one of the biggest traps we fall into is constantly moving our definition of success. Imagine you set a goal to save $1 million. Once you reach it, you decide you need $2 million, then $5 million. The target keeps shifting, and satisfaction remains elusive. This phenomenon is common in both wealth and career ambitions. Instead of enjoying our achievements, we focus on what's next, leaving us in a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. Housel shares the story of Raja Gupta, a highly successful businessman who rose to immense wealth and power. Despite his achievements, he engaged in insider trading, seeking even more. The result? He lost everything: his career, his reputation, and his freedom. The takeaway? Chasing more without a clear definition of enough can lead to devastating consequences. 2. Happiness is relative. Another key insight from this chapter is that our perception of wealth and success is often shaped by comparison. It's not about what you have. It's about how your wealth compares to others. For example, someone earning $75,000 a year might feel rich in a small town, but poor in a big city. Similarly, a millionaire might feel content until they meet a billionaire. Housel emphasizes that this kind of comparison is a never-ending game, and one that no one can win. The more we compare, the harder it becomes to appreciate what we already have. 3. The price of greed. Housel warns that the relentless pursuit of more often comes at a cost. Relationships, health, integrity, and even freedom. He uses the example of Bernie Madoff, whose greed led him to orchestrate the largest Ponzi scheme in history. Despite having enough to live comfortably for life, Madoff's desire for more ultimately ruined him and countless others. The lesson? Knowing when to stop is a superpower. It allows us to prioritize what truly matters and avoid the traps of greed and overreach. Storytelling moments. Housel's storytelling in this chapter is powerful, weaving together examples from history, finance, and everyday life. One particularly striking story is about Kurt Vonnegut and Joseph Heller. At a party hosted by a billionaire, Vonnegut remarked that Heller must feel envious of the billionaire's wealth. Heller replied, "I have something he will never have, enough." This simple yet profound statement captures the essence of the chapter. True wealth isn't about having more. It's about appreciating what you have. Now let me ask you, have you ever caught yourself comparing your achievements or wealth to someone else's? How did it make you feel? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Why it matters. Why is it so important to understand the concept of enough? For one, it helps us avoid unnecessary stress and disappointment. Think about it. If you're constantly chasing an ever-expanding goal, you'll never feel fulfilled no matter how much you achieve. But if you define what enough looks like for you, whether it's a certain income level, lifestyle, or career milestone, you can focus on enjoying the journey instead of obsessing over the destination. Recognizing enough also helps us make better decisions. When we're clear on our priorities, we're less likely to take unnecessary risks or sacrifice what truly matters for the sake of more. Practical applications. Here are 3 ways you can apply the lessons from Chapter 3 to your own life. 1. Define your enough. Take some time to reflect on what success means to you. Write down your goals and consider what you'd truly be satisfied with. Having a clear definition of enough can help you avoid the trap of moving the goalposts. 2. Practice gratitude. Regularly remind yourself of what you already have. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to comparison and dissatisfaction. 3. Focus on what truly matters. Ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice for more wealth or success? And what are you not willing to compromise? These questions can help you align your decisions with your values. Expanding the conversation. The concept of enough isn't just about money. It applies to all areas of life. Think about relationships, career goals, or even personal achievements. For instance, have you ever pursued something so relentlessly that you forgot why you wanted it in the first place? Or sacrificed time with loved ones for a goal that, in hindsight, wasn't worth it? Here's a thought experiment. Imagine you've already achieved your ultimate goal. What would your life look like? What would you do differently? Reflecting on this can help you clarify your priorities and avoid the trap of never enough. Closing thoughts. As we wrap up Chapter 3, here's the key takeaway. The happiest people aren't the ones with the most. They're the ones who know when they have enough. This chapter is a powerful reminder to pause, reflect, and appreciate what we already have. It challenges us to break free from the endless cycle of comparison and ambition and focus on what truly matters. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the incredible power of compounding, a concept that can transform not just your finances but your entire life. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Call to action. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss an update. Now it's your turn. What does enough look like for you? Have you ever struggled with chasing more and realized it wasn't worth it? Share your stories in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the psychology of money. Remember, true wealth isn't about numbers. It's about knowing what matters and having the wisdom to appreciate it. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.